Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is a reading for Taurus. I'm a little bit later than I've been for a while, and I've been really busy, so I'm also doing a shorter reading, just so I can get something out for people. So this is, come on brain, a triptych door. I'm still hitting that full moon energy like I've been. I'm just a few days later. So I've got, we had the full moon in Scorpio. We have Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. My brain really wanted me to say Taurus that time. Pluto retrograding in Capricorn, Mercury retrograde, and Jupiter having just moved into Aries. So this is a triptych door reading. It's one of the ones that I offer. And the middle door is like the union of the opposites. And then here we have the polarities. This is already bothering me. I gotta move this. Let's look at the sides. Oh, my retinas. Okay, so this is the King of Cups inverted, as I have assigned it. King of Cups inverted. Which is weird because I had the King of Cups upright for, I think, Aquarius, maybe? I don't know, one of them. And then we have the Six of Wands inverted. So this is normally Jupiter in Leo. It's inverted. And then I have the King of Cups inverted. King of Cups is Libra and Scorpio energy. So this is giving me that Jupiter energy, but it's inverted. And this is giving me that Scorpionic energy of the Pluto retrograde. But I feel like what this is trying to tell me is, this one is saying Aries is moving away from Neptune. I mean, Jupiter is moving away from Pisces and into Aries. That's what I feel like this is saying. Sorry, I'm talking wrong because this is my last one, and I'm apparently getting a little bit strange. So this is a 14 inverted, which tells me like Temperance inverted, which is Jupiter energy. So roundabout, I have Jupiter upside down on both sides. But if I see a King inverted, it tells me he's imbalanced. I'm just saying he because it's usually a male on the card. R for roi, le roi, French for king. That's why people in the South are called Leroy. And then, oh, that's weird because the Six of Wands is usually the victory card. Be like, I'm the king of this goddamn hill, motherfucker. Let's look at this. Ah, the Luminous Warrior, number 32. Okay. I like this card. I like this guy on this card, too. He's compelling. Bad Leroy Brown, this baddest man in the whole damn town. Anyway, the Luminous Warrior is somebody who is not afraid of the dark. They are able to go into the shadows, and they're not afraid of like negative or like demons or whatever, because they're going into the shadow, and they're basically, he's bioluminescent. He is creating his own light, which is coming from his solar plexus. So these might not necessarily be anti, or like it might not necessarily be the king is distorted and I'm losing here. It might be I'm winning at handling my emotions in the mirror world, which would be the darkness, the underworld, my shadow side. I am winning at keeping my emotions processed as I head into my own shadow, right? Because the Luminous Warrior is essentially someone who's doing battle, but they're not saying going up to the darkness and trying to punch it in the face. the way that to war against darkness is to sort of be like, wow, darkness, like, wow, evil, you're doing like, wow, demon, you're doing a particularly excellent job at being a demon. Like, Oscar for demonism. Like, good job, buddy. Like, you get employee of the month. And this sort of positive feedback loop for a negative presence, a negative energy. It's sort of like makes them self-destruct. And that's how the light kind of spreads. You know, it's like it's kind of I feel compelled to bring up this idea of somebody like doing black magic on you, like voodoo, whatever. It's like there has to be some kind of belief on your part that what they're doing has the ability to harm you for it to work. There's an energy giveaway. If you're saying, like, oh no, I'm afraid of this darkness, it's gonna hurt me, then it's gonna throw you off balance and you're gonna lose. But if you're like, oh, isn't this an eccentric performance? Like, okay, whatever. You know, 2 thumbs up. Then there's no purchase. There's no way for it to suck your energy. And at that point, you do command the underworld. And you've created this luminosity for yourself. So this is something that's coming in for Taurus. And I'm trying to like, I'm in my head, I'm trying to make a connection to like Taurian's energy as a group, and I'm like, no, I don't really need to. I mean, 32 breaks down to 5, which is the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, which is the connection of the material and the spiritual. So if you can take a sort of spiritual approach to how you interact with negativity in that you encounter in the physical world, then you will become this luminous warrior, this sort of you know, king of the underworld kind of a situation. It's I'm very like non-religious, like not super like evil versus good kind of a thing. It's very much like if you're encountering energy that's like sludgy, I see it as a sort of like liquidy tar kind of a thing when I'm like envisioning it astrally or seeing it or whatever. And it's not something that you have to accept. And one thing that might be useful for Taurus would be to look up the 4 control dramas. This is from the Celestine Prophecy. I don't know if it's from I think it was in the first book, but it might have been in like the experiential guide, but whatever. You could look it up online. You can look up the 4 control dramas. And it's just sort of a blueprint, an archetype, a framework for how people steal energy off of other people. So once you're more aware of that, then you can be like, oh, that is a performance, and no thank you. You know, it's one of those things where it's like you tell a baby, I've got your nose, and then they start crying because they think you have in fact taken their nose. But what you've done is sort of an energy thing. So they might not be reacting to like the physical nose being gone, but their energy thinks that you've taken it. But like if the baby suddenly realizes like, oh, you didn't really take my nose, then they become the luminous warrior and they're like, this is bullshit, but thanks for that performance. So this is what's happening with Taurus with these energies. So I'm going to leave it there and knock over the camera apparently. Let me move this. Oh, my retinas. Okay, so if you would like to have me have this in focus, if you'd like to get a personal reading, that list is going to be down below. I don't like that that's not centered. And I don't like that you can't see my kitty. There we go. That somebody gave me. So the list of readings is going to be down below, or it's going to be, you can email me and I'll get that to you, or you can check it out on my WordPress. And I also have that in PDF format here, or via email. And I have a playlist that has readings for sale samples if you're curious as to how that works. If you found this useful or helpful or interesting in some way, and you like my other free content, maybe consider energy exchange, tip jar donation. It's PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, all CATtheMinion. I have coloring books. Where's my thing? Coloring books, dark poetry, merch, and prints and actual art items. There's a coupon code here for Etsy that should come in right away if you go through the link tree. I have a card of the day in picture format on my social media, so that's going to be Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and you can see the archive in the video archive in the card of the day playlist here. Is that it? I think that's it. I feel like I forgot something. I don't know. Oh yeah, everything here is through the link tree. linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.